Pleasant evening, everyone. We're live. How are you doing today? Please let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me clearly. I hope I am audible and I am visible enough. Pleasant evening to you. How are you doing today? How has been your day? Hope you can hear me and you can see me clearly. So let's try and check for others to come online. And let's see if everyone online can hear me and can see me clearly. Please, if you can hear me and you can see me clearly, please let me know that you can hear and see me, please. Pleasant evening, everyone. I am super excited about tonight because I know the ideas, the tools, and resources that you need to hit the ground running with implementation. Before we jump right into it, I want to be sure that I am audible and I am visible enough. So if you can hear me and you can see me, please let me know in the chat. Yes, I can see two people online. Please let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that you can see me. Please use the chat and say something. Let me know if it is clear. Let me know if my audio is clear. Let me know if my video is clear. Although I'm going to be sharing a few slides at some point before we jump right into it. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome. Welcome. Pleasant evening to you, and thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for signing up for the Business Advantage Intensive. Yes, four people online. Please use the chat. I want to know if you can hear me. Oh, it's saying chat disconnected. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Saying chat disconnected because I need the chat to be active throughout the live session. So let me see. Please kindly use the chat. Okay, so this is going to work. Okay, pleasant evening. I can see Oluwakemi. Thank you. You can hear me clearly. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Oluwakemi. Thank you, Nuradin. Thank you, Akim Benjamin. Thank you for joining us. Pleasant evening to you. I am super excited. Okay, so we have three people online. Thank you, Famous. Thank you for joining us. Yes, 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 yes. We have four people online out of over 30 people that registered for this program. Please, so where are the others? Let's see you. Let's see you. Let's see you. Let's see you. I'm super excited this evening and it's going to be an amazing time. Please, for those of us online already, please let me know if you can hear me and you can see me clearly. Let me be sure that my audio is working and my video is working well, although I'm going to be sharing my screen at some point, but I want to be sure that everything is fine before we jump into it. So, can you hear me? Solomon, welcome. Solomon Ability. I love the name. Wonderful. Please tell me if you can hear me and if you can see me. Another interesting thing to do for me tonight is tell me where you're joining me from. I love to know where you're joining me from. I would love to know where you're joining me from. And another thing that I love so much is that as we proceed in the live section, I need you to make use of the chat. I need you to make use of the chat as much as possible. So key points that resonates with you, your light bulb moments, kindly drop them in the chat so that I can be sure that you are following the section and I can be sure that you are having a good time. It's going to be an amazing time tonight and it's a crash program sort of. But I am so sure that by the end of this program, you will be so energized, you'll be so inspired, you'll be so motivated. The eyes of your understanding will be enlightened, and you will have what it takes to be able to hit the ground running, to move your business to the next level. And if you want to go into business, you haven't started already, and you are not sure of even what kind of business to go into, this section is going to open your understanding in a way that you would get the clarity that you need to be able to know what to do, know the kind of business to go into, know the next steps, to take in terms of your business. And in times like this, where it looks as if inflation is shooting up the roof and the cost of things are going up by the day, this time more than ever is when you need to increase your income. And one way to do that is through business, right? One way to increase your income, one way to attain financial independence, financial sustainability is through business. However, I have always had a concern on how we do business in Africa and in Nigeria. And that has to do with the sustainability of our businesses. Research has it that about 10 million businesses, no, about 40, yeah, about 10-15 million businesses kicks off in Nigeria every year. And out of these 10 to 15 million businesses, about 70% of them do not see 3 years old. So what it means is that as much as people are struggling to start up businesses, that's the same rate at which a lot of businesses are failing. So the question is, why are businesses failing? Because people put in money into it, people put in time, people put in effort, people put in resources, people put in energy and a lot into it. So why are businesses failing? And you can imagine, of all the businesses that are failing, if these businesses are not failing and these businesses grow into profitable and sustainable enterprises, what will Nigeria look like today? Because the honest truth is that the future of Africa is in entrepreneurship, right? Because you and I holds the power to change things. You and I holds the power to create amazing solutions, sustainable solutions. You and I, within us is embedded skills and talents and ideas that we can use to turn the world around. And those things cannot just be left, to die. You see, we have to step out there. We have to utilize everything and maximize every single gift that has been embedded in us to be able to change the world, to be able to transform our society, to be able to change the lives of others and impact the people that matter to us. Do you see? So you are on an amazing journey, on a noble journey if you are interested in business or you are already in business. So let me get to know, how many of you online right now, you are already in business? So tell me whether you're already in business or you plan to go into business. Just drop it in the chat. Welcome, Elena. Welcome, Nuradin. Nuradin is joining from Borno State. Interesting. How is Borno State today? I'll be in Borno State next week, anyways. Um, Ebon is joining from Lagos. Solomon is joining from Akwa Ibom. Oh, wow, interesting. Akwa Ibom is a beautiful place. Sahid is joining from Lagos. Oh, beautiful. So we have Lagos, we have Akwa Ibom. Wow, that's a pretty good mix. Okay, so now tell me in the chat, are you about starting a business or you are already in business? And if you're already in business, what kind of business are you into? For all you know, you may have customers here already. So just drop it in the chat. What kind of business are you into already? Famous is joining from Otaogun, Oluwakemi. Yeah, okay. Oluwakemi is already in business. Beautiful, already in business. Okay. I am waiting to see the responses of others, but we are going to proceed while we wait for the responses of others. But disclaimer, you need to note that this is going to be a long section, okay? It's going to be a 2 to 3 hour section. So get ready, get your bottle of water. I have my bottle of water by my side here. Get a bottle of water by your side, get biscuits, get whatever. But most importantly, get your notes and your pen so that you can write down, okay? Get your notes and your pen so that you can write down. Very important, okay? So before we go on, just a brief introduction about myself. My name is Favor Excellence. As many of you already know, I am a transformational catalyst for individuals and businesses. I am very passionate about Nigeria, very passionate about Africa, and I believe so much in the power of entrepreneurship to transform a society. Right, I'm a development professional. I am an entrepreneur. I'm an investor. I'm an author, and I have over a decade of expertise in business development and in grants management. I have managed, hundreds of grants portfolios, so many funding opportunities, and as well as supported a lot of businesses to build their right structures. I'm the visionary behind Not Solutions, which is a trailblazing firm revolutionizing business development, and we also the founder of Women in Leadership Org, which is a groundbreaking social enterprise that fosters an inclusive environment for female trailblazers to flourish. Okay, I hold a senior position in an international organization. I have an MBA in financial management. I have other professional certifications in business management. And most importantly, I am on a mission to empower individuals and businesses for financial health and prosperity. So, my goal and my focus is to be able to help you to build a profitable and a sustainable business because I believe in you. I believe in the idea that you have. I believe in the business that you're building. I believe in your uniqueness to be able to raise and build an exceptional business and contribute positively to the socio-economic development of Nigeria. Okay, now, let me visit the chat again. Please, let's keep the chat active because from time to time I'm going to be visiting the chat. Okay, Benga, thanks for joining us. You are about to start a business. Okay, beautiful. Nuradin is into brains. Beautiful. You want to venture into other different lines. That's good. Elena is into fashion. Oh, that's good. Kemi is into healthy treats business products like yogurts, granola, parfait. Okay, beautiful. Adekunle. Okay, Sahid is also already in business. Okay, that's beautiful. All right, so we are going to start. I already had, my training model and training plan for this particular business advantage intensive. I had mapped out the entire curriculum and all that. But earlier this week, I was meditating. I do a lot of meditation because I get answers, I get ideas and inspiration in the place of meditation. Someone says something, he said, if you want to go far, go alone. If you want to go fast, go with people, right? But if you want to go farther, go with an idea, go with an instruction, something unique to you, because it is what is unique to you that will help you to stand out even in the business place. Now, there are many people that are in businesses that are not making waves in the business space, not because they are not putting in the energy, they are not putting in the required resources and all that, but just because they are not putting in, but they are there because they have not been able to tap into their uniqueness. Do you see? Because it is that uniqueness, that innate uniqueness, that would help you to stand out in the place of business. And so I was reflecting and just reflecting and brooding in my spirit to really understand whether the model I have drawn out, the curriculum I have drawn out for this business intensive was really going to do justice to it. And I heard in my spirit clearly the business tree, and that brought about a complete review and restructuring of what I am going to be teaching you on tonight. So, the curriculum I had planned initially for the Business Advantage Intensive is quite different from what I am going to be delivering to you. What I'm delivering to you is not something that has been googled from anywhere. It's not something that it just came from my spirit. And I believe that God has something, unique in this model that He has put in my heart to deliver to you tonight. And I believe that it's going to help you, is going to catapult you to another level in your business. Whether you are just planning to start, or you want to go into business, you don't even have an idea of what to do, or you're already in business and you're looking to scale, or you are not comfortable, you are not satisfied with the results that you're getting in your business, this is going to help you. Now, the business tree. When we talk about tree, how does a tree start? Number one, a tree starts with a seed. A tree starts with a seed. And when we talk about seed in business, what is seed? Seed is that idea, that desire, that expectation, that experience that has been sown into your heart. It may be that you are you are on a job, you are not satisfied on the job, and you're getting uncomfortable with the way things are going, or you are not being paid enough, and then you are just thinking, what else can I do? And then people are telling you, oh, maybe you can go into business. That is a seed that has been born in your heart. Or it may be that you just find yourself a talented individual. You just have certain skills, certain talent, certain unique way of doing things, and somebody just tells you that, oh, you can sell this thing and make money out of it. That is a seed. And it could also be that you just have this strong desire within you that you want to build a business. You want to build something. You want to do something. You want to go into business. So it's either it is coming from within you, or it is sown externally. But it is a seed that has been sown in your heart in form of an idea, in form of a desire, in form of expectation, in some cases in form of experiences, maybe what you have gone through in life. For example, when I started my second business, it was what I was going through that pushed me into business at the time, because my family was going through financial difficulty at that time, and so I needed to do something to make money. I was in school, pocket money wasn't coming, things were kind of difficult, and I asked myself, what can I do? That was the seed. So the seed of dissatisfaction with where I was at the time led me into thinking through that, what can I do? And that what can I do led to the answer that led to my business at the time. Do you understand? For some, it may just be expectations. You just have certain expectations of yourself, or there are people that have expectations of you, and you're unable to meet those expectations. Or in order for you to meet those expectations, you need to do something extraordinary, and that pushes you into a business. That is a seed. So the first point is that before you go into business, before any business comes in, or before any business starts, there is a seed. In some cases, which is not a positive seed, it may be seed of jealousy. Somebody just sees somebody doing something and just like, Mr. Lagbaja has bought a car from that business that he's doing. Really? That means there's a lot of money in that business. Okay, me too, I will go into it. That is a seed. Do you understand? So basically, the seed of your business, the business tree starts with a seed, and that seed is rooted in what you see, what is around you, the ideas and all that. It is basically what is pushing you into what you're doing. So if I should ask you now, why are you in business, and why do you want to go into business? Do you understand? Why are you in business, and why do you want to go into business? And one thing you need to know is this: if the reason why you are going into business is just because you want to pay the bills, you may not be able to build a sustainable business. Now, I am here in this section, one of my goals in this section is to help you to begin to see the bigger picture, so that you are not just thinking for today or for tomorrow, but you are thinking for the future. Because if you look at businesses and entrepreneurs that are doing amazing things, they are people who were driven by a compelling vision of a problem that they want to solve, a compelling vision of a need that they want to meet. That compelling vision drove them into business, and that compelling vision is keeping them in business. Now, when we want to talk about seed, you know that there are good seeds and there are bad seeds, right? If your seed is good, the potential of you going far in business is higher than if the seed is bad. Just like when you have a bad seed and you put it in the ground with a good seed, the bad seed would most likely decay and never germinate. But the good seed is going to germinate. Now, my first goal for you is that you need to review the seed. You need to review your why and be sure that it is a good one that can germinate into a tree, a business tree with many branches, with many fruits, with many, with many fruits, many branches, and even lead to many more trees. Because, for example, if you look at the forest, how does a forest begin? A forest begins with just a tree, right? A good tree, a good seed. It starts with a good seed. By the time that good seeds grow, that good seed grows and germinates and become a tree, the fruits from that tree falls to the ground and forms another tree. And it continues like that. The circle continues like that until we have a forest that is filled with several trees, several fruits, right? And then eventually is able to feed several people. Do you see? So my goal for you, first of all, is this. You need to check yourself and ask yourself, what is pushing me? What is compelling me? What is making me want to go into business? Have I identified a problem that I want to solve? Have I identified a need that I want to meet? Coming back to my story. Now, when I was going into that business, my goal for going into that business was that I wanted to pay my bills. I wanted to survive as an undergraduate. And do you know what it did for me? By the time I finished school, that was the end of that business. Do you know why? Because that business was for a phase in my life to be able to help me attain certain goals at that season of my life. And the moment I was able to attain those goals, that was it. But imagine if Dangote went into Dangote companies just to be able to scale through school. Today, we will not have the Dangote group of companies where we have Dangote refinery, where we have Dangote cement, where we have Dangote foods, where we have this and that is solving several problems in the world. So it is easy for us to know how far you will go in business by listening to why you are going into business in the first place. What is driving you? And I want you to put it in the comment section. What exactly is driving you? What exactly is driving you? Because really, by the time we even come to scaling of your business, let's say you're already in business and you want to scale your business, the principles of business scale is built, first of all, and rooted in your why. Because for you to scale your business, you need to resource your business. And for you to engage in fundraising activities, you need to be able to sell a vision. So if you do not have a compelling vision, you have no basis or nothing to sell to people that will warrant them to invest in your business. And if you are not able to attract investments into your business remains limited. Do you see? So at the end of the day, it rises and falls on vision. So what is your vision? Why are you in business? Will your business outlive you? You are a fashion designer. Are you building a fashion line that will outlive you? You are a caterer. Are you building a catering business that will outlive you, that will solve problems for people, real-time problems, that will meet real-time needs? You are into food production and food processing. Are you solving real-time problems for people? Do you understand? Real-time problems that will make people not to look out to other continents or to other parts of the world to import the things that they need. Now, one thing you need to notice is this: nobody steps out there to make another person rich. Nobody steps out there to put money in your pocket. People step out there to look for solutions to their problems. So if you want to get wealthy, if you want to build a sustainable business, then you must be a solution. Your business must be a solution. So the question to you is that what solution is your business bringing to the world? Do you understand? What solution is your business bringing to the world? Many years ago, China was not anywhere near world power. But today, China is competing with the US for world power. Why? Because they are building sustainable businesses. They are so built in the model of the business such that the business is running and the businesses are running and running and running, and they are supporting their businesses, supporting their products, and building their industries. And the development of Africa lies in your hand and my hand. You and I that are passionate about business, you and I that is passionate about bringing a solution to the world, you and I that is passionate about producing something, you and I that is passionate about meeting a need. The development of this country lies in our hands. Lies in our hands. And it starts from you visioning and having a picture in your head that, yes, I want to meet this problem. I want to solve this need. I want to be able to contribute to the development of the country. I want to be able to reduce the rate of malnutrition through my food processing. I want to reduce the rate of post-harvest loss through my food processing industry. I want to be able to help for there to be stability in food pricing through my grains and my products. I want to be able to improve the health of individuals through my products. Do you see? You need to be clear. Why are you in business? Why are you in business? Why are you in business? Write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he that readeth may run with it. You see, somebody said something, he said, I think it was Ellen Keller that said, the only thing worse than being blind is having a sight without a vision. It is worse than being blind. So as a visionary, you need to have a vision. Write it clearly. This is what I want to do. Yes, I want to build a business that would be sustainable, scalable, that would run for no less than 50 years and is still solving problems years after years, decades after decades, centuries after centuries, even when I am gone. Do you understand? If you are like me, then when I built my second business, when I started my second business, and I just had the mindset that I just want to be able to pay the bills, I just want to be able to raise some money to see me through school. The honest truth is that after school, that is the end of the business. Imagine that all the millions of new businesses that start up every year in Nigeria, imagine that all of them are growing into sustainable, profitable businesses. Where will Nigeria be today? Do you see? Now, one thing you also need to know is this: MSMEs contribute to 60% of the workforce and contribute about 54% to the GDP of the nation. So you can see the percentage of how valuable you are. Like that your small business that you are thinking is a small business, how much it is contributing to the GDP of the country, how much it is contributing to employment, do you see, of the nation. Then you will begin to value your business more. And when you place the right value on your business, you also create or you also generate the right energy towards your business so that you are able to build for the long haul. Now, having said that, you have clarified, you have you know, you are sure that you have the right why, you have a compelling vision and all that. The next thing is that, do you have the right mindset? The honest truth is that the challenges that businesses attract is worse than the challenges you will go through as an employee. You may think that building a business is so sweet, so easy, so interesting. I tell you, my dear, building a business is work, and you need to have the right mindset towards building. And one of the first mindsets that you need to have as an entrepreneur is you need to have the problem solving mindset. So a real entrepreneur does not see problem. A real entrepreneur, somebody who wants to build a profitable and sustainable business, sees opportunities where people are crying, people are complaining, people are whatever. The person sees opportunities. For example, Dangote, when the whole of Nigeria was screaming importation of oil and this and that, he saw an opportunity because all our government refineries are not working. We are still taking our oil products out of the country to go and refine and import them back into the country again and all that. He saw that. And then he did not join them to start saying, this is our country, this is our government, this is our that. He asked himself, what can I do? And that what can I do led to the building of the refinery. So an entrepreneur, when people are complaining and people are crying, people are wailing and all that, and a business person is asking himself, what can I do? You are living in a street where there is no single provision shop, nobody is selling groceries and all that, and then you look around, nobody's saying anything yet. What can I do? That is the birthing of a business. Do you understand? You look around and then you see that a lot of people, do not have good fashion designers to make good clothes for them. And then you look around and then you're like, what can I do? How can I really contribute to solving this problem? That is the birthing of a business idea. So for an entrepreneur, the first mindset is you do not see problems, you see opportunities. Whenever there is a problem, you see a market. Because the honest truth is that problems are proportional to markets. And businesses start with customers. Wherever you find a gap, it means that there is a market there. There is something that can be sold there. Do you understand? So you as an entrepreneur, you as a business person, your work is now asking yourself, how can I close this gap? How can I meet this need? Do you understand? So you see some people, some smart business people, when they see that there's traffic on a particular road, they just pack their goods from their shop and they go to the traffic and they start hawking there. And then they sell their goods on the traffic. They carry their cold water, they carry their cold drinks. And somebody has been on the traffic for 30 minutes, it's tasty. Okay, let me buy drink. Okay, let me buy water. If that guy was sitting down and waiting in his shop, definitely will not sell. That is somebody that has seen an opportunity and the person is maximizing it. So as an entrepreneur, you are constantly identifying where there are problems and you are finding ways to be able to solve that problem within your chosen niche. Now, the thing is that you cannot solve all problems because human wants are insatiable. You cannot solve all problems in the world. But within your particular niche, you are able to put your ears down, put your heart down to be able to identify the issues that people are facing in that niche, in that industry, and fill in those gaps and solve those problems for them. Because any day, anytime, people will pay to have their problems solved. So if you are a problem solver, you would always be in money. You would always have a market for your products. You would always have a market if you are solving a real-time problem. Another mindset that you need to have as an entrepreneur is the builder's mindset. Because the honest truth is that for you to be able to have a sustainable and profitable business, you must be ready to build. You must be ready to build. There's a complete difference between somebody who they just hand over a business to manage and somebody who builds a business from scratch. Because when you build a business, that the process of building builds in you the tenacity, the perseverance, the mindset, the stretch that you need to be able to sustain a business. So you need to have the mindset that you are a builder. And as a builder, you have to patiently lay the blocks one by one. Lay the blocks one by one. Today you have one product. Tomorrow you add on another product. Next tomorrow you add on another. Next tomorrow you are thinking of how to improve the current products that you have. Next tomorrow you are thinking of how to get into new markets. Next tomorrow you are thinking of how to get your existing customers to come back to buy from you again. Next tomorrow you are thinking of how to expand into a new state. Next tomorrow you are thinking of how to automate some of your business processes so that you can be more efficient. Next tomorrow you are thinking of how you can strengthen your workforce to be able to be more efficient and more productive. You are a builder. You are constantly moving. As an entrepreneur, you are like on a moving train, a train that is just on the move. So you are constantly moving. And that's the reason why, as an entrepreneur, you must be a learner, because you must be able to listen to your customers for feedback. You must be able to understand what is happening in your business environment. You must be able to listen to the understand the technology changes. You must be able to understand how the market evolves and customer behaviors, so that you're also able to adapt your business. There's one example that I always give is between BlackBerry and Nokia at the time. There was a time when BlackBerry was like the in phone at the time when cell phone just came out. But what happened? They refused to evolve, and because they refused to evolve, they remained static. Do you see? It took many years. But look at China. We were laughing at them, chinko, chinko, chinko phone. But today, your so-called iPhone that you celebrate and you appreciate so much is it's the design is done in the US, but it is China that do the production and put it together. Do you understand? Because China has cheaper labor. So if you look at the iPhone pack, it will tell you designed in the US, but it was actually coupled in China. That's the same China that we're laughing at then. China will come, they will look at your phone, they will dissect it and all that. And before you know what's happening, they are producing something similar. Today, they will produce it, it will make and then everybody will laugh. And then the noise is so loud, and then everybody will laugh at them. They don't stop there because you are laughing at them. Tomorrow they will pick that phone, they will look at it again. How can they improve it? How can they improve it? How can they improve it? And today, China is producing one of the best phones. Have you seen their techno? Techno then in those days that you usually laugh at. Have you seen techno phones now? The way they look so touche, the way they look so lovely. Have you seen Infinix now? Have you seen is it Redmi also? All these are China products. What has happened? They have evolved, they have grown, they have improved. So you will not be able to build a profitable and a sustainable business if you are comfortable where you are. As a business person, one who will build for profitability and sustainability, you have to have the mindset of a builder. A builder keeps building, keeps improving, keeps getting better, keeps laying blocks, keep adding pillars. Do you understand? You have to have the mindset of a builder. Another mindset you need to have as a business person is you have to have the mindset of a nurturer. The mindset of a nurturer. Because, for example, when you plant that seed, that idea, you need to be able to nurture it. You need to be able to nurture it. You need the patience, the time to be able to nurture that idea. When you put the seed in the ground, if every day you go, you dig to check it, tomorrow you come, you dig, you check it, what do? You have killed the seed. So when you put it in the ground, you have to patiently wait for the seed to germinate, put water, ensure that it has everything it needs, and then you leave it. Patience. Patience. One of the things that is killing entrepreneurship these days is that everybody wants to make it quick. So nobody is ready to put in the work, nobody is ready to patiently wait to see, how the business will grow and all that. Everybody just wants to make it quick. If you want to make it quick, even yahoo, they don't make it quick, because many of the times they spend years to even learn it. Do you understand? And so that after spending years to learn how to do yahoo, they would still be trying and trying and trying and trying and trying till maybe they hit one big one. That's when you now see them buy some big cars and all that. But that is the end of it. Do you understand? Because many of the times, because they have not made the money through a legal means, they are unable to really use the money for anything tangible. Do you see? So you need to have the mindset of a nurturer, somebody who has you have a precious skill, you have a precious idea, you have a precious experience and knowledge that you want to use to turn your world around, that you want to use to build a profitable and a sustainable business. And you nurture that idea and you build that idea with the right mindset, and you allow the time for that idea to germinate, and then it germinates and begin to bring forth fruits. Do you see? So you need to have the right mindset. You need to understand, you need to envision, be clear on what is pushing you, be clear on the basis of your building. And then number three is you need to test the seed. You need to test the seed. This is where many people make mistakes. So I will come back again to my second business. Now, when I was starting that business, it was a business I had never done before. So what I did was I had to learn it, learn how to produce the liquid soap, learn how to, the entire process and everything. And I did my first production, which was a test run. Now, when I did that production, I took it to people, I tried to sell and all that, and I sold it at a cheaper rate because I was just trying to get customers. I was testing. Many of the times, people jump into business without necessarily testing. I see certain people that their focus is when they hear business, then the first thing is to look for money. Then when they look for money, they now go and look at, oh, okay, POS business, I will do this one. Oh, okay, stationary business, I will do this one. Oh, okay, provision business, I will do this one. Okay, grain, I will do this one. And they jump into the business without necessarily understanding the business and without necessarily testing the business. Okay. Somebody's saying I've never to. Yes, it was liquid soap I was producing at the time. The business was liquid soap production, detergent, azai, and disinfectant. So basically, cleaning products, home cleaning products. That's what the business was about. So I had to learn how to produce those items, and after learning how to produce it, then I had to do my first production. Right, I had to get people to test it. I myself, I used the soap to see how it came out and everything. Then I went to look for customers and people who would be interested. I asked them to test the product for me and tell me what they think about it. Some gave me feedback, some bought at some very ridiculous amount, some were not willing to buy and all that. But I took those lessons, I went back, did a lot of research online, and then went to do another set of production. Do you understand? So if you have an idea, if you have not started your business, you have an idea, you have to subject it to test. You have to subject it to test. Even farmers, they test their seeds. When they have seeds, they don't just go and put all seeds in the ground. There's a way they sort it out, especially experienced farmers. Some seeds, they will put it on top of water. The ones that float, those ones are the bad ones. They pick them up and throw them away. The ones that settle, those are the good ones, and those are the ones they pick and then they plant and put in the ground. So even farmers test their seeds, because it will be a costly assumption for you to, have put labored and put seeds in the ground for many years or for many months. You have nurtured it, you have done a lot to it and everything. Then at the end of the day, you realize that it was a bad seed. And that's what happens to so many in business, and that's why many businesses fail in Nigeria and in Africa. So if you are in business already, well done. Your number one role or your number one responsibility right now is to ensure that that business do not fail. If you have not started your business, well done. It is an opportunity for you to ensure that you do the necessary testing to ensure that you go into business correctly and your business do not fail. Do you understand? If you are going into business, you must test it. You must test it. You must test whether your product is fit. You must test whether people are willing to buy it. You must test whether you have customers for it. If it is a digital product, there's what we call MVP, minimum viable product. And many of the times what happens is that people start looking for money to produce a very big quantity. For example, I'm managing a grant program, and then there is somebody that wants to go into business, and the person got a grant of some amount of money, some hundreds of thousands, to go into business. And I asked the person, so what do you want to use this money to do? And she said, oh, she's going to buy a lot of raw materials. She want to buy a lot of raw materials, produce, and then she will start running ads. And I asked her, have you run what ads did she say she run Facebook ads? I said, have you run Facebook ads before? She said no. Okay. Have you tried to explore other areas of even selling your product? She said no. I said, you are going to waste your money. Why don't you take part of the money, produce small quantity, give it to friends and family to test the products and see whether they would like it, and let them give you honest feedback. In fact, sell it to them at cheaper rates. You may not give them free, just sell it to them at cheaper rates. So if ordinarily your normal price would be 1,000, you can tell them that you are doing a promo, that you are doing 50% discount, they should buy. Then they buy it at 500 naira from you, and then you ask them to give you feedback, and then they give you that feedback. Then with that feedback, when you are sure that you've gotten your formula correctly, then you can now do mass production. I have seen people, I know somebody who was able to raise money from friends and family. And by the way, this is also to inform you that in December we'll be running a fundraising program from friends and family fundraising program, and it's going to be an amazing one for you. So whether you're already in business or you want to start your business, you should register and join that program, because we are going to help you, teach you the techniques to run or to raise funding from your friends and family to be able to build your business. Now, I know somebody who has been able to raise money like that, and the person just went excitedly, yes, 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 and went and bought provision food, rented a shop, got the shop stocked with goods and everything and all that. The person does not know jack on how to take care of the goods and everything. And before you know, pests infested the shop and she lost everything. In fact, the friends and family that had given her money, they told her, don't ever ask us for anything again, because that is your own carelessness, because she invested a lot of money into it. Do you understand? So it is important that when you want to go into business, you test. You test. And that's why I tell people, I say, for example, somebody told me, oh, okay, I want to go into business. I said, what do you want to do? He said, I want to sell kitchen utensils. I said, okay, how are you going to sell your kitchen utensils? She said she's going to sell it through social media. I said, beautiful. Instead of you taking or going to borrow money to stock kitchen utensils in your house, go find out there are distributors of kitchen utensils. Get them. Let them send you pictures of new items, new stocks, and everything that they have. Post it on your social media platforms and let people order. When people order, you tell them to pay before delivery. You collect their money, right? And then you go pay the distributor, collect your remove your profit from it, go pay the distributor. Then let the distributor deliver it directly to the customer. That's a good way to do business. So that when I see people that tell me that I've not started my business because I don't have money, I'm like, you are joking. Because you could do drop shipping. I know a friend that has built a multi-million naira business today, right? And how did she do it? She was doing she started by shopping for people. So she called herself the My 12 Market Woman, right? She will go and meet busy professionals and all that and tell them that I can shop for you. You can still eat fresh vegetables, fresh fruits and everything. I can shop for you. Just give me your list and give me the money. She will collect their money, collect transport fare, collect a labor fee, right? And go to the market, shop for them, bring it and deliver it to them, collect her own personal money from it, and then she will move on to the next customer. Like that, like that, like that. From there, she saved money. She had her own online store. Today, she has done a lot. Recently, she won a grant of 10 million naira. She has done a lot and in several, and have won several awards and all that. Now she now rebranded her business to My Food Angels. That is sense. So if you want to go into business, you don't have to wait to say until, so that when I see people and then they tell me that, oh, I've not started my business because I don't have money. I've not been able to raise money. I just look at them and I shake my head. If you really, really want to go into business, you can be resourceful about it. There are ways that you can raise money for your business. For example, the person who is selling parfait, right? You are selling parfait. Let's say you don't have money for your business. Just what's it called? Tell customers that they should pre-order, right? Just put it on your social media. Pre-order, oh, you understand? And then they pre-order. They send in their money. You carry their money, you go to the market, buy your ingredients, produce their parfait for them, and deliver it to them. You will see people that will buy as long as you are able to do a quality job. You are a fashion designer. As a fashion designer, people pay ahead. But what happens to many businesses is that we are not accountable. And I will get to that point. We are not accountable. So as the money is coming, you are spending it. You are buying dress for yourself. You are buying shoe. You are buying shawarma. You are from your business money. Oh, you are buying everything. And before you know what's happening, before you deliver on the goods, you have finished spending your profits. You have even spent into your capital. And at the end of the day, it's like your business is living from hand to mouth. You are even literally unable to sort out your business bills. You need to be accountable. In that business I was doing as an undergraduate, when I was selling liquid soap, I was producing and selling liquid soap and cleaning products. Do you know I had a notebook some years ago when I visited home? Because when I graduated from school, I packed my things to my parents' house. I visited home and then I was searching my things and all that. And I saw the notebook, my accounting records. Then, as an undergraduate, more than 10 years ago, I saw my accounting records where I will write when I go and buy raw materials, the dates, how much I spent on transport to buy the raw materials, how much I bought each of the raw materials. Then when I use the raw materials to produce, how many bottles and containers or liters of product was I able to get from that particular set of raw materials? How much did I sell them? How much did I spend to transport, to deliver the goods and all that? How much was my profit from that particular set of production? You understand? And then I placed myself on salary. A particular percentage of my sales, of my profit, was my salary. I think at the time it was 20%. So if my total profit, because I started my business with 1,500 naira, If my profit if my profit from a particular batch of production is 1,000, then my salary was 200. If my profit was 10,000, my profit was 2,000. So whenever I need money, because I know that I cannot touch my business money, I can only take my salary out of the business. I work harder within that period. I work harder. Sometimes instead of doing just one set of production, I work hard to see whether I could do like three sets of production so that I can make more profits, and I can, since my salary was a percentage, and I can make more money for myself to meet my personal needs. Then the extra money that come out of it, I invest it back into the business. Do you understand? I invested back into the business and I keep expanding. I keep expanding. By the time I was leaving school as an undergraduate, by the time I was going for service, I had hundreds of thousands in my bank accounts. Hundreds of thousands, my business money, savings that I made. Do you understand? So, how was I able to do that? Because I was accountable. So there is no way you are going to build a profitable and a sustainable business when you say, after all, it's my business. I went to visit the business place of somebody, and one of my mentees, and when I got there, and it was like, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. I was like, oh, thank you, and all that. And before you know, it was like, oh man, let's get you a drink. I was like, well, it's okay, I'm fine, and all that. You're like, no, 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 we have to get him. And then just called the sales girl. Hey, come, how much have you sold there? Bring so amount, go and buy drink. And I was like, what is that? From your business money. Your business money is not your money. The day you start treating yourself as an employee in that business, that's the day you start growing in business. That's the reason why you see Igbo people, their business, they don't joke with it. If you want them to give you certain discount and they don't want to give you, right? Or they tell you that they can't give you and you are begging them another, they will rather bring the money from their pocket and put it in that account, in that business account. But they will not. They will not touch their business money. If you start treating and mixing your business money with your personal money, the honest truth is that you will not be accountable and your business cannot scale. Because one of the first things that investors will ask you when you want to seek for funding, they will ask you your numbers. They will ask you, since you started, how much of goods have you produced, or how much sales have you made? What's your revenue? What's your profit margin? They will ask you, what have you been doing with your profits? Do you understand? It's just like you're a fashion designer, and then you say that you start your business with 200,000, and then you say you have made a 5,000 units of clothing. You have made 5,000 units of clothing, and that 5,000 units of clothing, you have made 1,000 each from them. That's, you have made a total of 500,000. Now, what have you done with the 500,000? The investors will want to know, because how you have been able to spend your business money will determine how you will spend their money by the time they bring their money and invest it in your business. And that's the reason why you have to be accountable. If you think and you see that business going far, then you need to treat it as an entity. And that's the reason why, with the regulation of the government now, every business needs to have a business name. Every business has to have its own tax identification number. So the tax identification number of your business is different from your own personal tax identification number. And as a business, you need to do your annual returns and filings with the government on an annual basis. If not, after 3 years or 2 years or so, your registration status become inactive with the CAC. And when your registration status become inactive with the CAC, your business is close to certain opportunities, because there are some big companies that you will not work with you if you do not have an active legal status. There are some big investors that will not bother investing in your business if you do not have a good standing in terms of your legal status and your compliance to government regulations. So that is also very important. Do you see? So, like I was saying, you need to test your products. Don't just jump, especially even if you want to scale. If you want to scale, you're already producing in a certain whatever. Can you sit back and ask yourself, you're already in business and you're looking to scale the business? Can you look back and sit down and reflect and ask yourself, how have I been running my business? If I invest 100, maybe 1 million naira into my business right now, and I produce additional, or I buy additional goods, how will I sell it? Who will I sell it to? How do I want to improve my sales and my business revenue? Do you understand? Do I have the right team, or the right people in my business to be able to support me to attain the level of growth that I anticipate to attain within my business? Do you see? So even if you want to scale your business or you want to start your business, you need to ask the critical questions. Do you see? You need to test, you need to ask questions. Otherwise, you find yourself going into a business that you invest a lot into, and at the end of the day, you may not be able to achieve a lot a lot from the business. Now, let me ask you, when last did you sit back to reflect on your business, or to even ask your customers what they think about your business? I want to see in the comment section, and I'm going to read some of the chats. Nuradin, thank you so much for all the chats. Says, I'm here to gain insight to go further with an idea that will be perpetuity and to be yielding positive returns on investment based on SWOT in line with our country economy. Okay, I would like to hear more about that idea. What is deriving me is to what is driving me into business is based on passion to actualize my dreams of becoming an industrialist, where in the process I will support my country in terms of corporate social responsibilities. Beautiful, that's a good idea. I love it. Thank you. Creating job opportunities and solving problems. I love it. Great. Ayotunde, I've responded to your question already. Okay, Nuradin says, you are right, coach. Test is the process that will sell your products in the long run. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for using the chat. So I am waiting for your chats. I am waiting for your chats. Now, before I leave the subject of seed, of which I want to jump from right now, you need to understand that there are different kinds of seeds, and the kind of seed that you have will determine your process. So, for example, somebody who is building a service based business is different from somebody who is building a product based business. Somebody who is doing buying and selling is completely different from somebody who is manufacturing. Somebody who is manufacturing is completely different from somebody who is just a distributor or a supplier within the value chain of a particular product. So you need to be clear on your own seed. You need to be clear on your own seed. Just the same way a mango tree is different from an orange tree, is different from a maize tree. Permit me to call it a tree. Do you understand? Both of them are put in the ground. Both of them have different seasons. Both of them go through different process of germination, and both of them also require different level of nurturing, different time span to be able to germinate. So one of the greatest disfavor you can do for yourself in business is to not follow your own process. And that's the reason why many businesses fail quickly, is to not follow your own process. Now, it will be so disastrous for you to have had or to have an orange seed, and then you see somebody else who is planting maize, and you want to get the same result with somebody that is planting maize, because the person got results in less than 6 months, and you want your own result in less than 6 months. It's not possible. You need your own time of building. People that are in business that are building tech products, maybe they are building a digital product or something, their own process is completely different. They can be building one software for 3 years. Dangote, how many years did it take him to finish building the refinery? It took him about 3 years before he finished building the refinery and did his first set of production. Do you understand? But it's completely different from somebody who wants to start a POS business. Because all you need to start a POS business is just to be trained on how the POS business operates, and then get to the bank, get your POS machine, get a chair and an umbrella and a location and sit there, and a banner for people to know that you are doing POS business. Go to the bank, get some cash, put it in your bag and sit there and wait for people to come. It is completely different from somebody who is buying and selling, who have to seek for stakeholders. You have to look for distributors. You have to find out the people that sell cheaper in bulk that you can buy from. You have to negotiate with the distributors so that they are able to give you enough time, and all that, and give you favorable conditions to be able to receive supplies. Do you understand? You have to get several distributors. You have to now start looking for customers. You have to think of how to market your products. So it is a completely different seed. So the question is, what is your own seed? And what is your own process? So you need to have that understanding. The kind of business you are into will determine your process. The kind of seed that you have will determine your own process. For example, for me now, I am into service business. My process is different because I do more of coaching, mentoring, digital products. Those are my products most, except for the World Economy Saver Stripe. That is another product on its own. Do you see? So my own process is completely different, and I cannot compare myself to somebody who is into parfait business. There may be some principles can that there may be some principles in our kind of businesses that would apply across board, but not all principles. So understanding your seed will determine your seed time, how long it will take you to build, how long it will take you to lay the foundation, how long it will take your seed to germinate. It will determine the level of effort you will put in. There are some businesses that are more stressful than others. Some businesses require brain work. For example, if you're a coach, you have to be constantly inspired, because if you are going to be teaching googled up stuff every time, for example, if I'm coming here and I'm coming to teach you googled up stuff, why can't you Google it out by yourself? Why do you have to pay me to come and listen to me? You pay me to come and listen to me because you hope to hear something that you have not heard before, or you hope to hear something that is not on Google. Do you see? So it means that I have to regularly be in the right frame of mind to be able to have ideas and inspiration. Just like for this class, what I had planned before was completely different. But I got an inspiration to teach something different, and I want to believe that it is helping somebody. Do you see? So understanding your own seed is really, really very important. Now, moving on, I want to talk about the ground. It is one thing for you to have the seed, for you to have an idea, for you to have a talent, for you to have a skill, for you to have a desire, for you to have an experience that people can learn from, that can be a solution to somebody's problem, or for you to have an expectation, right, that could help somebody to become better, and you want to monetize it, you want to sell it in form of a business. Because really, what is business? Business is when there is an exchange in value. When value is being exchanged for money, that is business in the real sense of it. Now, there have to be a ground. There have to be a ground. And what is the ground? The ground is where the seed is planted. Because it's one thing for you to have a seed, but if you have a seed, that seed has potential. For example, somebody that have a unique skill, right? You can dance, you can talk, you can sew, you can design, you can draw. You have those unique skills. You can teach anything. You know, you are a graphics designer, right? You have eyes for colors and for designs. You have those skills, but if you do not have a ground, it's like somebody giving you a mango seed or an orange seed, and all over the whole place is flood, and there is no single soil for you to plant that seed. Will it become a tree? No. Or there is ground, the fertile ground is there, and everywhere you have the ground, but you do not understand that you have to put that seed in the ground, or you are not willing to put that seed in the ground. Will it germinate? Absolutely not. So you have to first of all have the understanding of how to even put that seed in the ground, and be willing to put that seed in the ground. So you have to understand, yes, realize that yes, I have this seed, I have this skill, I have this idea, I have this desire, I want to start this business. I have this business idea, and then be willing to put it in the ground, be willing to plant it, be willing to start. And that's why I tell people that if you want to start. For example, for those people that signed up for the grant advantage for the last cohort, I was talking to them and I told them, I said, see, whatever you want to do, do it quick. Whatever thy hands findeth to do, do it quick. Because I saw a grant opportunity, and that grant opportunity was looking for people to fund businesses between, I think the maximum is 26 years of age. Imagine. And most people in the court had passed that age bracket. But that was a very fantastic opportunity that they were willing to give some huge amount of money in grant to fund their businesses. But that age limit was the limiting factor that many could not apply for that opportunity. So it's not about you having the seed, having the idea. You have to put it in the ground. You have to plant it. You have to plant it. And what is that ground? That ground is the markets. You have to put it out there. You have to sell it. You have to talk to people about it. You understand? You have to be ready to resource it. You have to be ready to regulate it. Do you understand? Now, when it comes to resourcing it, there are many resources. Because for you to put it in the ground, you have to resource it, you have to water it, you have to. So people will talk about you getting the technical skills, the head skills, which is what you're doing right now by being in this class. Congratulations to you. Then you have to resource it with maybe equipment and materials that you need to be able to build the business. You have to also resource it in terms of, let's say, money that you need to buy certain things that you need to build the business as well. But money is the last thing really that you need. Resourcing it in terms of technical know-how is a higher level of resourcing than even money. Because I know many people that were able to resource money for their businesses, but the businesses end up failing because they did not resource it with the technical know-how. So I always counsel people that get the knowledge, get the information, get the experience, get the network before you get the money. So that when you get the money, you are able to send the money on an assignment to be able to bring forth good fruits. So you have to be able to understand what you need. For example, somebody came to me, I was like, oh, I want to start up a business. I was like, okay, what kind of business do you want to start? And then she told me. And I was like, okay, so what do you need to start the business? She doesn't know. She said, but I really don't know exactly, but I think I need like 500,000. And I'm like, what do you need 500,000 for? And you were like, the honest truth is that such a person, if I give her 500,000, she's going to waste it because you don't know what you need it for. And that's why sometimes some people keep holding back, thinking that, oh, I'm not ready to start, or I will start later, or I will start when I get the money, not knowing that they can start. It's just like the example I gave with drop shipping, or the example I gave with my 12 market woman that, is able to start up a business, not necessarily starting with her own money. Do you understand? And there are many more people like that who start up businesses not necessarily with their money. I remember when I was in after my diploma program, that was the first time or the first encounter I had with business. When I was in my diploma program, I remember at that time my family was already beginning to, things were beginning to shake and all that. And then I was at home for the long holiday because I wanted to take direct entry and go back to university for my degree program. So my mom told me that, oh, when you are going back to school, we may not have money to give you, but think of a business that you can do within this holiday period that will not take your time too much. And then whatever profit you make from it, that will be the pocket money that you will take when you are going to school. So I'm going to get you some 20,000 to think of a business to do. So she gave me 20,000 naira. And that day, I was just, I think I was going to church or something, and I was walking past my street, and I saw umbrellas, umbrellas, umbrellas. In those days when recharge card was raining, now it's POS you see by the road. Then it was when you see umbrellas with recharge card for phone calls and selling of the paper recharge cards and all that. I was just seeing umbrellas, umbrellas. I counted more than 10 just on my street alone. And then I asked them that, where do they usually get their bulk purchases from? And then they told me one very far place, one very far plaza is where they go and buy in bulk. Then they come sit under their umbrella to sell and retail to people. I was like, okay, this could be an idea. What if I go there to go and buy it for them? And then come and sell it to them, just had some small money on top of it, 10 naira, 20 naira on top of it to sell to them. They were like, they'll be happy now because the stress that they used to even walk to that far place and transport and everything, and now somebody is just bringing it to them in their shop. They don't need to go. And sometimes in the process of even going to go and get it, they may even lose customers because somebody is looking for them. Meanwhile, they have gone to buy or to restock. That was my business idea. So with 20,000 then, I just went. I asked, what are the networks that sell very well? They said MTN was number one, Excel, Glo. I said, okay. I divided the money. I went to the plaza. I told them I want to buy a bulk. So how much is it? I negotiated. They gave me. And then so in the morning I will go around my streets. I wasn't going far. I'll just walk my streets. I will distribute to all the umbrellas there. In the evening, then when I finish distributing, I'll take the money, remove my profits, I'll go and restock, go to the plaza, restock. And then in the evening again, because by then they would have made sales. And then I will go around again and then supply. And I was doing that twice a day, and I had time for myself. So I would only go in the morning and in the evening, and I made. By the time I was going back to school, I counted my mom's 20,000. I gave her back her capital. I had my profits. My profit was around 30,000 or so within a period of I think 2 3 months. I think about 2 months or so. Yeah, less than 2 months was the holiday period. I made over 30,000 naira that I took to school. But how was I able to do that? Because I saw a problem. I looked around me and I said, what do people in this area need? What is the problem here that I could solve? And what was the problem I was solving for them? I was trying to help them save time, save the stress of going far distance to go and buy their products, to go and buy their products in bulk. And I was also giving them convenience that the comfort of their home, somebody just bring to you and all that. And eventually, when I left to school, my mom saw how profitable the business was. She eventually continued for a while, before she eventually stopped, you know. So there is a ground, there is a ground for every business. Ground. You need to understand that ground. You need to understand the market. If you have an idea and you have a skill and there is no demand, there is no need for it, you may just be wasting your time, wasting your effort, wasting your energy, and you may not make the kind of money. For example, you have a provision shop where you are selling grains, and meanwhile, it's inside an estate. And in that estate, you are selling your grains in small quantities, maybe in modules or something. And in that estate, there are big men's estates, people that go to shop in bags of rice. They just stock their house, bags of rice, and maybe the kind of rice they even eat, basmati rice or international rice and those kind of things, and they just boom and boom. You will not make sales. Maybe the people you'll be selling to are probably the house helps or the security men in that estate. And how would you build a sustainable business when you are selling to just security men? Do you understand? when you are not targeting the real people. So in that kind of a situation, you need to rather think, okay, what do these people need that I can sell to them? You understand? So that's the place of market fit. So when we talk about the ground is basically your market, the environment where you're selling your business, where you're selling your products. Is it really fit? Is there really a need in the market? Is the market already saturated? If the market is saturated, how can you, in midst of that saturated market, still make impact? That is where your uniqueness come into play. So for example, you are selling grain. What is making your grain different from other grains? How have you packaged your grain in a way that people prefer your grain? For example, there used to be a time where beans, when you buy beans, it is the normal one that there is weevil, there is dirt and everything. You have to start picking and all that. I can't remember the last time I bought that kind of beans because I don't have time to sit down and start picking beans. So the day I discovered somebody that sells beans that has already been picked, I was like, answers to my prayers. And that's where I buy my beans from, because when I want to cook and go into the kitchen, I just pick it, pour it in water, wash, and on the fire. But imagine that I have to sit down for 30 minutes to pick beans. I don't have that time. Do you understand? So by that person selling that thing, that person is solving a problem for me. And I am happy to pay an additional few nairas to be able to get a beans that would save me 30 minutes or 1 hour of my time for each time that I want to cook beans. Do you understand? So if you are doing grain, if you are selling something, how can you present your own product in a unique way that would differentiate you from all other people? There was a time when Gary used to be like the normal Gary that you just go in a bar, this thing and all that. But times have changed. Now you go to supermarket, you see so many Garys that have been packaged in nice ways, and people are buying different quality. Now, people are now going into fortified garri, not just garri o, fortified garri, that they fortify with vitamins, maybe vitamin A, vitamin this, vitamin that, because there are people who love garri, like they love garri so well. I am one of them for soakings. But they also have concerns of, okay, it's not too healthy, what are the health benefits and all that. So if you now see a garri that they've told you that this garri is fortified with vitamins and all that, and you are, as you are eating the garri, you are also taking in vitamins, won't you prefer to go for it? You will. So there must be something, you must be able to think out of the box. There must be something, you must be able to look at the market and say, what is the problem in this market that I can solve? What's the need? There was a time when if you want to take pap, right, it has to be in water and all that, sometimes smelling and those kind of things. Now times have changed. Now we have dried pap. We even have, there is somebody I know that makes pap from uh orange flesh potatoes, orange flesh sweet potatoes, and I love that pap. And it is one of the kind, I think, probably in the country. I'm not sure I know any other person that does that. And from that orange flesh potatoes, she also bakes bread. And you know that orange flesh potato is very rich in vitamins, richer than Irish, richer than normal sweet potato and all that. So people are thinking out of the box. People are thinking out of the box. Ways to solve problems, ways to meet needs. Do you understand? So, and one of the ways to also determine how fit your product is do a sample around you. Take your product, what you sell, what you do, compare it with other products and other businesses that are around you, and ask yourself, if I'm not the one doing this business and I'm just a regular buyer, what will make me to choose this my product over other products in the market? Do you understand? And that is what should help you to be able to think of ways to innovate around your business products. Because really, really, the ground, how well you are able to fit into the ground and be in the right ground, it determines how successful you will be. If you put a corn in a ground that in a loamy soil, if you put a maize in a corn seed in a loamy soil, no matter how good that seed is, because it is in the wrong soil, it will not germinate. It's the same way as having a fantastic skill, having a fantastic product, having a fantastic service, and putting it in the wrong market. You will not make sale, you will not have customers, and you'll be feeling frustrated. I know somebody that has went into a business like that. She even spent a lot of money on ads and all that. She still did not make any sale. And eventually, out of frustration, she left the business. So you need to be able to be sure that you are in the right market and your product is fit. And then the next one is nurturing. You need to understand that every product and every business would require nurturing, and nurturing process would take time, would require time, and you must be willing to put in the time. You must be willing to put in the resources. Now, let's come to our business tree in itself. Now, when I talked about, the seed, and I talked about the nurturing, that is basically a lot more for people who are about to start their business and all that. And for you that is already in business, it can also be a point for you to reflect and think back and ask yourself, am I doing it right? How can I reposition my business? Now, let's look at the business tree. And I'm going to share with you, a document after now for you to also craft your business tree. Okay? Now, when we talk about the business tree, let's start from where? The roots. Let's start from the roots. The roots of the business, the root of the business tree refers to the vision, refers to the problem that you're solving, the need that you're meeting, and the values that your business is built upon. Is referring to the values in which your business is built upon. And you know one interesting thing, the deeper the roots of your business, the deeper the roots, the stronger the business is. The stronger the business is. If you see a business that will be strong, that will stand the test of time, that will be profitable, that will be sustainable, that business will have a very solid root. That's why you see that big trees, they spread, they spread, they spread, they spread, they spread. Their roots have spread all over. Those trees, to cut them down becomes very, very difficult, because sometimes when you think that you've cut down the tree, after some time you find the tree sprouting up from somewhere again, because there is a root that is sitting somewhere in the ground, or that is still hiding somewhere in the ground. So the vision that your business is built upon, the values that your business is built upon, will determine whether it will stand the test of time. For example, you cannot be doing business and then you are cheating people and then you expect that your business will be profitable and sustainable. If I realize that I've been cheated in business, I will never visit your business place again. That's the honest truth. And there are many people that their businesses have died because of the wrong values, because they did not value customers, because they did not build it on integrity, because they were not honest to their customers. Then when customers ask you, is this today's product? You say, yes, it's today's product. Meanwhile, you know it's not today's product. When customers ask you, how much is this? Then you sell it at an unrealistic, at a ridiculous price, because you feel like the person has limited information about that thing. What it does for you is that it closes doors. It closes doors. And when it closes doors like that, what happens? It becomes difficult for you to be profitable and be sustainable. You see, many of the times we say, oh, China things are not good, China things are not good. It is we Africans. Because when our people go to China to buy those phones and buy those things, the Chinese will be honest with them, will tell them, this is the quality, this is the quality, this is the quality, this is this price, this is that price, this is that price. It is our own people that will go and buy the one of low quality and will come back and will sell it to us as that of high quality. Do you see? But the Chinese people, they are honest, and that's the reason why our people will keep going back there to buy from them. Do you understand? But imagine if the Chinese people were not honest with our businessmen and then sells low quality for them as high quality and at high quality price. Do you think our people will keep patronizing Chinese products? Absolutely no. And the Chinese market will not grow like it is today. What makes the Chinese market to grow? Because they are willing to be flexible. So today, what happens is that they tell you, oh, okay, is this what you want? We can make adjustments for you. Is this how you want your product to be? We can make adjustments for you. And they are willing to adapt. They are adaptable just so that they are able to satisfy customers. Do you see? So you need to be sure that your business is built on the right foundations with integrity, on the right values. What are your values? And I want you to put it in the comment section. What are some of the values that your business is built on? For me, one of the key values that my business is built on is excellence. Anything I am doing, whether it's a coaching program, whether it's a training, whether it's a course, whether it's a material that I'm selling, I want to give it the highest touch of excellence. And everyone that works with me, they know that you have to deliver at a high level of excellence. And that has helped me to stay on course in business. So I want you to tell me, what is one value that your business is built on? Please put it in the comment section. Let me be sure I still have my audience. Yes, while we take a water break. So, what is one value that your business is built on? Please drop it in the comment section for me. Yes, 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 yes. One value that forms the roots of your business, that your business is built on. Tell me one, just one. Yes, yes, one value that your business is built on. One value that your business is built on. And you know the interesting thing, when it comes to investors, when investors want to invest in a business, one of the things that they always seek to ask is, what are your values? Because they want to know the bedrock, the foundation of your business. They want to know your values. And even if you are building an organization and anybody wants to work with you or partner with you, they want to know your values because your values are your foundation, the bedrock of your business, the bedrock on which your business is built. So having very, very strong values is really, really very important. I do not compromise excellence. And another I do not compromise is integrity. Like I tell you, this is how it is and this is how it is. I do not compromise integrity. And that has helped me so many years that I am still in business today. Do you see? There are people that will want to work with me. There are people that want to stick with me because they know that as long as favor is involved, it is excellence, it is integrity. You are sure of whatever she tells you, you are sure of the results you're going to get. And because of that, they stick. So you need to be sure that your business is built on strong vision, it is solving a problem, a problem. It is meeting a need and it is built on strong core values. So tell me in the chat, I want you to type in the chat what are the values that your business are built on and what's the problem that your business is solving. What's the problem that your business is solving? What are the values that your business is built on? Thank you so much, Famous. Good quality and availability. I love it. Good quality and availability. So what it means is that you have a standard that you test, a standard to test the quality of your product. If you are not producing your product by yourself and good quality is one of your values, you need to ensure that you have trusted suppliers, right? And then you have to ensure that you have quality control measures. Otherwise, you will find out that you may be able, you may, that is not your fault. Because hear that, oh, it's not my fault, oh, I was not the one, oh, that supplied it to me. They don't want to hear that. You are the one they know, you are the one they bought from. So if good quality is your value, then you must have a way to test. You must have a quality control measure with which you test every product. For example, when I was producing cleaning products, cleaning materials, I had a minimum, I had a way to test the quality of my product. And one way I did that was because I did not have control over the raw materials, the quality of the raw materials that I use. I made sure that yes, I buy my raw materials from one particular person that I trusted, except I have to go to other places. Then I made sure that I have standard measurements for all my product lines. I have standard measurement. In that way, I can ensure that the quality remains consistent. So if I produce soap for you today and I produce soap for you tomorrow, they will feel the same way. So I have standard measurements for water, standard measurements for every single ingredient that was used. And then availability. If you are going to also have availability as one of your values, then you must have a minimum order quantity. A minimum order quantity to say that, yes, I know that delivery happens within 7 days. Now, when my order is at this level, I should be able to order for the next set of goods so that at any time my customers come, I should be able to offer them quality products. I should be able to have goods available for them, right? And then what some people also do is that they ensure to also have backup. You understand? When you have availability as your values, they ensure to have backup. So they could have affiliations and partnerships with other similar business people who offer similar products and services. So that if peradventure something happens and they do not have goods available, they can quickly get from their friend or their affiliate or their partner to be able to meet the need of their customers, and then they settle with their partner. Do you understand? So I'm giving you things that you need to. You say you have this value. It's not just saying that. It's not just by saying that, oh, I have good quality or I have availability as my thing. You need to think of what are the measures that I will put in place to ensure that I live out this value. Do you understand? Yes, I'm waiting for you. What are the values on which your business is built on? What are the values on which your business is built on? So, famous assignment for you. Do you have enough? Do you have enough systems in place to ensure that you continually offer good quality, and you continually or at every point in time your goods are available to your customers? That's one thing you need to think through. I have given a few examples that could help. Think through it again and see whether you want to also make further adjustments um to your business process. Okay. While I'm waiting for others, yes, I'm still waiting for you. Please type in the comment section the values on which your business are built on and the problem that your business is solving. Type it in the comment section, please. So while I'm still waiting for that, the next is the trunk of the tree. Now, the trunk of the tree is the structure that holds the tree together. Is the roots, yes, is the foundation, but the trunk is the structure that keeps the tree standing. If the trunk is bent, the tree is bent. If the trunk is straight, the tree is straight. So the trunk is the process, your business process. And I usually tell people that when it comes to business as an entrepreneur, please master your process. Understand how every part of the process works. You will not be able to build a sustainable business if you do not fully understand your business process. Master every component of your business, especially if it's a big business. You are selling grains. How does grain work? What's the lifespan of grains? What are the possible insects that can infiltrate grains? How can you preserve the grains so that insects do not infiltrate them? For how long? What's the shelf life of grains, of the different grains um, that you sell? Do you understand? Where are these grains cultivated? What are the best areas that you can get supplies of grains from at cheaper rates? What are the seasons of these grains? Do you understand? All these are the things that you need to understand about the process that would help you to make the right decision, and that will help you to be sustainable and profitable in business, and you can position yourself right. If, for example, you know that during the rainy season, grains are usually more expensive, what do? You buy during the you buy during the dry season where it is cheaper, and then you can decide to store. And then in the rainy season when it is expensive, you are able to, you know, have grains to sell, and then have it at a cheaper rate, and be able to make more profits. Do you understand? But you can only be able to make that decision when you have a proper understanding of your business process. So master your business process, document your business process. If, for example, you are in manufacturing, you need to have a standard operating procedures. You have to have standard measurements so that there is consistency across board for all your products. Do you understand? So you need to document your business process, have it well documented. And when it comes to documentation, please document in a sustainable manner. For example, I am into service business. All the trainings I do, I have them documented. The manuals, the slides that I use for my trainings, I have them saved up. And I have them saved up in the cloud, not on a computer. Because if I have saved up on a computer, the day that my computer crashes, that is it. But because I have my important documents saved on cloud, there is continuity. And I have team members that work with me. I ensure that critical information and documents, they don't just share it with me on WhatsApp. They share it with me via Google Drive, so that those documents are there. I've had staff that has worked with me that has gone and all that. I can still reference what they did when they were with me. Why? Because of documentation. If they were not documenting properly, what happens is that by the time one person leaves your organization or leaves your business, it's like you are starting from scratch, because the person leaves with all the knowledge, leaves with all the information, leaves with everything, and then you start from scratch. So document your business process. And it is when you have been able to effectively document your business process, that is when you can delegate. That is when you can delegate. If you do not have your business process properly documented, then having staff in your business would be very, very problematic. Do you understand? So you need to be clear on the process, right? And then next is the branches. The branches has to do with the functions, right? You need to determine the most important functions of your business. Now, one of the most important function of your business is sales. If you are in business and you can't sell, you are not in business. If you are in business and you cannot sell, you are not in business. So you need to come up with your proper sales plan. There are different ways and different approaches to sell. Now, these days, unfortunately, social media is making many entrepreneurs lazy, because many entrepreneurs think that all they can just do is post their business on their social media platform, on Facebook, on Instagram, and then customers will automatically come. But you forget that you are not growing your Facebook, you are not growing your Instagram. And because you are not growing your Facebook, you are not growing your Instagram, you are advertising to the same set of people every day on Facebook and on Instagram, and you expect to sell. How is that possible? Do you understand? So it is either you are growing your audience on a daily basis, or you are incorporating measures to be able to reach new audience, new market. Either you are running ads, and I usually tell people that if you want to run Facebook ad is profitable, it will bring customers to you, but you need to understand how it works. You need to understand how it works, because I've seen so many people that invest a lot into Facebook ads, and they do not make so much money from it. Do you understand? And the way Facebook ads work is that it will take some time to also be able to help you
target and understand the right audience for your product. For example, for this particular program, I spent almost 100,000 advertising this program. But how many people actually registered? Just about 30 people. And about 30 people means that I did not even recover the money that I spent on ads. Do you see? So you need to be clear, and you need to get experts to be able to help you understand how to run the ads. And you need to be sure that you are targeting the right audience. And the other point is that if you are going to leverage social media to market your business and market your product, you must also be able to build a trail. Because, for example, when I was running hard, a lot of people went to my social media platform to check me out, to see the kind of posts that I have been posting, to see the kind of things I talk about on my social media platform, to see how long I have been in business and all that. And those were some of the things that helped them to make their decision whether they wanted to buy into my program or not. But imagine if all I've been doing on social media is drag people, fight here, talk about nonsense things, post nonsense pictures. Many of the people that eventually registered for this program would not have registered for the program. Why? Because by the time they go and check my profile and check my details, they will not see anything attractive that would compel them to want to buy into my program. So if you want to leverage social media, you need to start by building your social media profile. You need to watch the kind of things that you post on your social media profile. You need to watch the kind of content that you share. It's not just anybody just say anything nice and funny, then you share it. It must be something that resonates with you and resonates with your brand. It must be something that resonates with what you want to be known for in your business. Do you understand? So that's one way. Another way is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is when you say, okay, I am selling this thing. If you can buy from me, if you can bring a customer to me, you are going to get so percentage of the money. That is affiliate marketing, right? Affiliate marketing is one way that works a lot. People leverage affiliate marketing to sell their goods and services. So if, for example, your product costs 1,000 naira, you can tell somebody that if you can sell 1 unit, for every 1 unit of my product that you help me sell, you will get 200 naira. So 800 naira is my own. So it's either you are building the cost into the cost of your product already, or you are the by the amount of money that comes to you reducing, it will not impact your profits. Do you understand? So affiliate marketing is another way that works in terms of selling. Another could be promos, right? People run promos, people cross sell and upsell, their business products and services, leveraging social media. And another thing I always encourage people is that don't leverage only social media to sell your goods and services. Do offline marketing too. Let people know what you do offline. Talk to friends and families to recommend you. You need to gather testimonials, people that have assessed your product and services before. How has it helped them? You understand? How has it helped them? Success stories, because many of the times when you are able to tell your story and people have evidence, people can see clearly how your business have impacted other people, how your business has transformed other businesses, then people will be encouraged to buy from you. Now I want you to know this: if you are an entrepreneur, selling is one of your major responsibility. Don't just seek to delegate it. Do you understand? For example, there are people that express interest on this program. I call them by myself. I have my EA that I told to do follow up and all that. But there were some of them I followed up by myself because I want to master every aspect of my business. And in that way, you are connected to your business. There are too many people that like the title of CEO, and they think CEO means a boss. CEO is not just about being a boss. You need to connect to your customers. In that way, you understand the kind of questions they will ask, the kind of things they want to learn, the kind of expectations that they have. You understand? You feel connected to your business. Do you understand? So selling, marketing is one of the major. I have a friend that produces a particular product. Anywhere she's going to, she has at least some sample of her products. So when somebody say, "Oh, what do you do?" She just bring a sample. "Oh, I produce this and this and that and that and that." "Oh, you can test." It's just also amount of money. Before you know, she's selling. That's how it is. You understand? If you are selling grain, you can have some small package of your grain and all that. When you go out to the mosque, when you go out to hang out with your friends and all that, "Oh, do you know I sell grain and this and that?" The more you talk about your business, the more confident you become about your business. If you want to sell and you want to grow your business and scale your business, you must be shameless about it. If you are ashamed of the business that you are into, you are not right for that business. You should not be in that business in the first place. You have to overcome shame. You understand? I'm not ashamed to tell you that I train people on how to build profitable and sustainable business. I'm not ashamed to tell you that I help individuals to become more financially accountable through world economy. They save their money through world economy. I'm not ashamed. Anywhere I go and people ask me, "What do you do?" I have my elevator pitch ready. And I give you my elevator pitch like that. How many people have you told about what you do? You are a fashion designer, and then somebody look at you head to toe and the person does not even see anything fashion about you. If you go online and you see Vicky James, she's one of the leading fashion designers in the country. Look at her. Everywhere she is, she represents her brand. She dresses well. So once you see her dress well, the next thing you'll be asking her is, "Who made your dress? Can the person make for me too?" Do you understand? Because sometimes when somebody tell me, when I ask you, "Oh, what do you do?" and you tell me you're a fashion designer, the first thing I do is to look at you head to toe and see whether anything fashion is on you. If I see that you are well represented, I'll be like, "Oh yeah, can you make a dress for me and let me test and see?" Do you understand? You're a fashion designer. Look it. You make parfait. You are going to church on Sunday. Pack some small quantity after service as you are greeting the brethren. Have you tasted my parfait before? "Oh, this parfait is wonderful. Try it. This is just 1,000 naira. Try it." Before you know what's happening, you have so many units. I have a friend, then I was running a program. She was also doing parfait and yogurts. When she's coming to school, when she's coming to class, I think then I was doing my masters. She had one nice cooler like this that she will pack and arrange the parfait inside and the yogurts. When she comes to class, as she's greeting you, she'll be telling you, "Oh, I have parfait. Have you tasted my parfait before?" Oh, she will finish selling before leaving. And gradually, people started getting addicted to our parfait, and other people started referring, and people in other departments started recognizing that, "Oh, somebody in this department, in this class, sells parfait," and people are coming from different classes to come and buy parfait. So she's coming to school, she has packed her product. How come you are in business and there is nothing? Like somebody sees you like this and doesn't see any single thing about your business. I come to your social media platform, I don't see anything about your business. And you tell me you are in business? Are you serious? No, you are not ready for business. Because you have to represent your business. You have to represent your brand. You have to be passionate about it. And where does your passion comes from? Your passion comes from embodying the problem that you are solving. Realizing that you are solving. Because if, for example, you have at the back of your mind that for every parfait that somebody buys from you, they are living healthier, or maybe it is adding one extra day to their years on earth, and you want people to live healthier, you want people to live longer. When you have that at the back of your mind, then you have more reasons to convince people to buy parfait. Instead of them buying donuts and puff, why don't you buy parfait and be healthy, and it will still fuel you and you feel better, and it has added a lot of vitamins and all that to your body, to your health and all that. That's the reason why you must know your products. You must know the benefits. You must know the problem it is solving. You must know the need that it is meeting. Because that is what you sell to people. You don't tell people buy my nice parfait. What you tell people is that eat healthy, or with this parfait you get so number of nutrients in your body, and these nutrients are the nutrients that you need to keep you going on a daily basis. When you present it to them like that, I know that I am not just buying parfait because I want to buy from you, but I am taking in nutrients into my body. So my purpose of buying from you is because I want to be healthier, not because I want to pity you. Because pity sales really do not last. Do you understand? How well do you know about the benefits of the products that you sell? How well do you know about grains? Do you know the nutritional values in grains? Do you know the things that grains can be used for? You have to repackage your products. You have to repackage. And you have to be willing to go all out there. Do you understand? You have to be willing to go all out there. You have to be shameless about it. Carry it on your head. Anywhere you go, let them know. Do you understand? Let them know. If it is something that you wear, when you show up, let them see you and let them know that yes, this person is in this business. Wherever you go, you need to talk about it. It's not only social media. No. It's not only social media. When you are going to school, you are going to church, you are going to meetings, you are going to hang out with friends. Your offline marketing is really very important. And as you are offline, as you are doing your offline marketing and people are getting results, you are also gathering their testimonials. Do you understand? You're gathering their testimonials and you're also utilizing it for your online marketing. Do you understand? You are gathering their testimonials, you are listening to them, you are taking pictures and taking videos of people buying your product and somebody enjoying your product. You post it on your social media, you post it on your status, and all that, and you utilize it to promote your goods. So if there is one commitment that you are going to make for me leaving this training today, if you are already in business, give yourself a target, weekly sales targets, that I will go all out. I will talk to 50 people. You can even start to say, okay, I'm going to call 10 previous customers that I have worked with before and talk to them about my products, or ask them how they are doing and whether they need products. You understand? So that, because there are three levels of customers, there are completely new customers, right? That haven't interacted with your business before. They are returning customers, right? That maybe they've interacted with your business before and then they are coming, to interact with your business again. Then there are upscaling customers that are, they bought from you, they've enjoyed your products, they've even referred, or loyal customers that have even referred other customers to you, and they are willing and they are loyal to you and they are remaining with you. So you need to carry your please. I need you to please and please commit. Say, I will market my product shamelessly. I will market my business shamelessly. I want you to put it in the comment section. That commitment to say, going on from here, I will market my business shamelessly. Put it in the comment section. Please, I want to see it. Make that commitment that going on from here, from today, I am going to market my business shamelessly. And as you do that, you'll be amazed at the kind of results that you would experience. Two things will happen to you. Number one, you will grow confidence in your business product and services. You will be more confident in what you do. Number two, you will learn more about your business. You will understand more what people think about your business, because people will ask you questions. Some people will give you attitude. Some people will give you feedbacks. Do you understand? So you will learn more. And when you learn more, it helps you to know what to improve in your business. With those lessons, you can now go back to the drawing table and see how to further improve your business. And it will create opportunities, more opportunities for your business. And as you do that, I pray that you are going to experience exponential results. Now, moving on, the branches, right? We've talked about the trunk. Now, I want to talk about the branch. We are talking about the branches, and that was just sales. Now, another part of the branch that we need to talk about. Thank you, Famous, for making that commitment. Yes, 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 and I'll be looking forward to your results. I would really be looking forward to your results. Next is product development. Now, after when you sell your products, like I said earlier on, that when you market your product and you do direct marketing of your product, what it also does for you, it helps you to understand more about your product. Now, when it helps you to understand more about your product, you that lesson that you have learned, you use it to develop your product. For example, somebody can tell you the way you package your product, I don't like it, and then you start looking, how else can I package my product? And then you begin to package your product better. Or when you go out there, you look at how people do their things and you begin to learn how to better package your product. Or somebody say, oh, this thing I bought the other day, I saw dirty inside. That's a feedback. Then you now begin to say, okay, how can I make my product in a way that it becomes neater? Do you understand? So the feedback from the sales efforts, you now put it into product development. So it is not just only research. Do you understand? It is not only research learnings that feedbacks into product development. Feedbacks from sales activities also feed into product development. And as somebody that will build a profitable and sustainable business, you must regularly be developing your products. For example, Dangote Cement has not remained the way Dangote Cement was when it started. There have been a lot of research, a lot of improvement, Dangote Foods, a lot of repackaging. Do you understand? That is product development because you are studying your customer behavior. When you are doing your sales activities, you study your customer behavior, you review your customer tastes, you review your customer preferences. You understand? You review the market behavior, you review the technology trends. And when you review those things, what does it do for you? You pull those information and you try to see how to utilize it to develop your product. Thank you so much, Salami, for making that commitment. And yes, 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 I am looking forward to the results from that. And then next is your finance. Your finance is also another important branch. Now, when it comes to your finance, I have touched a bit on finance here and there. First thing when it comes to your business finances, accountability. As a business person and as an entrepreneur, if care is not taken, there is that feeling of you are a boss and you are the boss of your business. And that's the reason why you need accountability more than ever. And as a business person, I would advise you that you have somebody that you are answerable to, either a business coach or a mentor, or you have a board of advisors, right? That you are answerable to, somebody that can ask you tough questions. Your business made 1,000 units of sales last week. Where is the money? Your business made 2,000 units of sales. Where is the money? That is how to grow. Now, let me give you one secret. Investors do not like investing in one man business. Grantors, yes, they may try, but investors, no way. They want to invest in businesses that have accountability so that if the CEO japa with their money, they have somebody to hold on to. And that's the reason why a lot of businesses establish, business advisory board or business board of directors. And this board of directors must be people with reputable character. And then regularly they sit with you. They review your business records. They review your business revenue. They review your profit margin. They review your expenses. And they are asking you critical questions. So you need to be answerable to somebody. You need to build in accountability structure. First of all, you need to understand that your business money is not your money. Determine what is your money in that business money. Is it that you place yourself on a salary, either an amount monthly, like you would have placed a sales girl or a sales boy, or you place yourself on percentage salary, and that's the money that belongs to your business. And every other money that comes to your business, you determine the amount that goes to business expenses, utilities, and all those things. Then you determine the amount that you reinvest into the business for business expansion. So that if anybody asks you, you've been running this business for the last 3 years, what have you been doing with your business profit? You are able to tell them confidently. You need to, and you can only do that when you are properly accounting, or when you are properly taking your business financial records well. Do you understand? And if you are a startup business, you don't necessarily need many technicalities. Just have your income, have your expenses record, every expenses that you incur on behalf of the business. Have your sales record, every sales that came into the business, your debtors record, those that are owing you. Then have your records for your production records if you are into production, or your raw materials records, or your procurement records. Do you understand? So that you are able to reconcile how much you spent vis-a-vis how much you sold, and then you now determine how much is your profit in that business. By the time you subtract your expenses, your business expenses from your revenue, you get your profits, and you're able to know whether your business is making profit or not. Some of you, you are in business and the business is not making profit, and you don't know. You don't know because you don't have any record. You just autopilot your business. Today is this, tomorrow is that, especially people who have a 9 to 5 and are still in a business. Many of the times it's so easy because you pick money from your salary, you put it in the business. Wow, you are not taking any financial record. Tomorrow it looks as if the business is coming down, you take money again from salary, you put it there and all that, and before you know, the chain is continuing, and at the end of the day you are running a business, you are not making profit from the business, you do not know. How do you expect the business to grow? And tomorrow, when that job is no longer there, you now realize that things are not going on well because that business is now trying to sort out your expenses, or the business is trying to, feed you and sustain you and all that. And then you realize that things are not going on well, and eventually the business dies because it's the business that is taking care of your house rent, it's the business that is taking care of your children's school fees. No, please, I'm begging you, and this is another commitment I'm begging you from here, that I will be accountable. I will start keeping my business records. By the next time I want to talk to any of you, at least I want to see your business records from this time, from today, 24th of October, that you would be able to clearly say that this is how much I make, this is how much I sell, or this is how much I make in revenue, this is how much I make in profit, this is how much I spend in my business. Because when you also have those records, what it also does for you is it helps you to monitor your expenditures. Sometimes you can look at it and say, oh, you are selling so much, but you are not making any much profit. Why is it that? Oh, maybe your expenditures are too high. Then you begin to review your expenditures. Why are your expenditures high? Are there areas that you can cut expenditures from, so that you can be able to reduce your business expenses? Because there are some of you, you go and rent a shop. Your business is not at that level yet where you should be renting a shop. You're supposed to be operating your business from your house. But because you do not have proper records, you go rent a shop, and at the end of the day, at the end of the year, your business cannot pay for the shop rent, and you have to start begging people up and down, start looking for money up and down to be able to pay shop rent. No, please, I need you to make that commitment. Please drop it in the comment section if you are making that commitment. Thank you so much, Abubakar. Abubakar is here for me to pronounce, or Nuradin. From today, you market your products and services shamelessly. Yes, please. Yes, please. And I'm looking forward to the result. Another commitment I want you all to make, and please drop in the comment section if you are making that commitment. And from today, you will begin to keep accurate records, financial records of your business. Accurate financial records. Because it's not just for decision making, it would also help you when you want to scale your business, when you want to make decisions around scale. There are some people that think that their business are profitable, and they go and invest money and they invest in the business to scale the business, and they are scaling losses. No, you shouldn't. You understand? So if you are investing into the business and you want to scale, you should be sure that you are scaling profits. You are not scaling losses. And how would you know if you are not keeping good records in your business? And then another one I just want to touch on quickly is your business operations. You just need to be sure that your business operations is very, very effective. You have a standard operating procedure. This is where you buy from, this is how you store it, this is how you distribute it, this is how you pass it on to to the final consumers. I don't want us to exceed 10:30 in this meeting. So that's really very, very important. And please, as we are drawing to the end of this section, I want you to drop your comments, your questions. If you have questions, please drop it in the comment section. And then I'm going to leave the last 15 minutes to respond to questions. And then the next one would be the leaves. The leaves can be likened to the people and the products. The people and the product, the people that are involved in your business. No business can grow more than the people. No business can grow more than the people. And the people starts with you as the entrepreneur, as the visionary, as the one that is leading the business. You have to be able to have the right set of skills, the right understanding. That's why you must be a constant learner. If you are going to build a profitable and a sustainable business, you must be a constant learner. You must be constantly studying. How many books have you read this year? How many books on sales have you read this year? How many books on entrepreneurship, on building a business have you read this year? And you want to build a profitable business? You want to build a sustainable business? You know, Bishop Oyedepo that founded Covenant University, Landmark University, and all that. I was listening to his interview and he was saying that before he founded those universities, the first thing he did was to go and study every book he could find about how to build a university. And that helped him to build an exceptional university in the country today. In fact, he was one of those people that started the whole thing of private universities in Nigeria before other churches, other individuals, and religious organizations started building universities. He was the one that started it. But how did he do it? Because he went to study. For me, I am committed to studying at least one book every month, you know, just to open up my mind and try to understand what people are saying. There are people I follow, I listen to their podcast on business, on sales, just to open up my mind. And on top of that, I do a lot of reflection because inspiration just comes on certain things and all that. And those are the ones that really means the most to me, you know. So you must be a committed learner. You must be a rugged learner. One of the business people that I admire the most, Vusi Tembekwaya, he has a full research team that if he wants to go anywhere to go and speak on a speaking engagement, they would research, do thorough research for him, and he will study. Do you understand? He will study. So if you are going to go far and build anything outstanding, you must be ready to study. You must be ready to study the markets and the industry that you are playing in. You must be ready to study your customers and their behavior. You must be ready to study your product and the evolutions. You must be ready to study the trend. Do you understand? You must be ready to study. You must be ready what others are doing. Study your competitors in the markets. How are they doing their own? What are they doing differently? What are they doing uniquely? How can you position yourself to be better or to be how can you position yourself in the market such that you remain relevant? You must study. Do you understand? And then next for the and then the list also has to do with the product too. The product too, you still have to study the product. You still have to continually seek out to review your product, how to deepen your product. If you are into a service business, you can ask yourself, if you start thinking in this way and you start asking yourself every day, what can I do to make my business product better? What can I do to serve my customers better? What can I do to make my product or my service better? If you keep asking yourself that question every day for 21 days, I guarantee you will have ideas on better things to do. If you keep asking yourself that question every day and then you ask your customers too, what can I do to serve you better? And then every day you are thinking about it. Every day you wake up, you ask yourself, what can I do to make my business better? What can I do to make my business product better today? What can I do to serve my customers better today? If you start thinking in that way every day and you ask yourself that question every day and you note down the points that comes to mind, I tell you, your business will be outstanding. Your business will be outstanding. Do you understand? Your business will be outstanding. And the people also has to do with your stakeholders, your suppliers, because those are also people that play critical role in your business value chain. If you know how to would also help. You understand? So, and then next is the flowers and the fruits. The flowers and the fruits has to do with the sales, the revenue, the customer engagement, right? That is the tree. Because by the time the roots are solid or the roots is solid in the ground, you have a good solid trunk, you have the branches in the functions of your business working well, you have the leaves in terms of the people, in terms of the products, very well. Then the next is the fruits, and the fruit has to do with the sales. Because what is it if you have a fantastic roots, fantastic trunk, fantastic branches, fantastic leaves, and you do not have good sales, you do not have good customer engagement, you do not have good relationship with your customers, at the end of the day it will not yield positive results. It can even be very, very frustrating. All right. So at the end of the day, I've talked a bit about sales and you have made commitment on sales. So I trust that moving on from here, you begin to sell your product shamelessly moving on. And I trust God that you would also, improve and increase your business revenue. Next is the back of the tree. Now, the back of the tree, the back of the tree protects the tree. If you know, even the back of the tree, for some tree it is very medicinal. They use it to make some kind of drinks and all that. The back of the tree is stands for protection, and that has to do with your business branding and reputation. Your business branding and reputation, very important. Many of the times as entrepreneurs we do not pay attention to business branding at all. You just say, anyhow, it's okay. The customers, it's okay. And No, your branding is important. Your business should have its own social media platform. You should be clear on your color. You should be clear on how you position your business. You should have a good business brand, business perception. That's the reason why you have to treat your customers right. Do you understand? For example, recently, I have a friend that wanted to travel somewhere, and then she went online and then she saw this fantastic hotel and wanted to call the hotel to make reservation. So we were just chatting and I was like, "Oh, have you checked the reviews of the hotel online?" She was like, "Oh, that's true. So let me check." And then she checked the reviews. What? The reviews was horrible. People were saying this is a stupid hotel. The hotel is dirty. The customer service is bad. The reviews was very bad. At the end of the day, she didn't eventually take the hotel. Why? Because the reviews of the hotel was very, very bad. And please don't forget, by the end of this training, I'm also going to be giving information about the business grants. So please and please don't jump off the call. We are almost there. In the next 12 minutes, we'll be wrapping up. And then, when she saw those reviews, it helped her to be able to quickly make a decision that no, I'm not going to go ahead with this business. So don't think that the perception of customers or the perception of the market about your business does not matter. It matters a lot. And you need to do all you can to safeguard your business reputation so that your business have a healthy reputation out there. And then finally, the sap of the tree. The sap of the tree. The sap is that liquid that transports nutrients all over throughout the tree, and that has to do with your cash flow and your distribution channel. It is not good and not healthy that you have a fantastic business but you do not have a healthy cash flow and you do not have a good distribution channel. How will your goods and services get to your final consumers? Do you understand? I think I was it a post I made that I shared about one day I was craving for shawarma and then I needed to place this order, and then the process was so crazy and all that. Eventually, after placing the order, they told me, "Oh, you didn't confirm on WhatsApp and all that." I was really pissed off because the process is was so tedious for me. You understand? So you need to simplify your business process, and you need to ensure a healthy cash flow in your business so that your business is able to operate effectively. So I am leaving the remaining 10 minutes for questions. If you have questions, kindly drop it in the comment section. And then finally, I'm going to give updates on how we are going to go with the business brands. So I am going to be sharing with you a a worksheet that you will use to write out or to draw your business tree, that you will use to draft your own business tree. So you are going to draft your own business tree from beginning, talking about your vision, you know, from the root to the trunk to the leaves to the branches, and all that. So I'll be sharing with you that template in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So question. I will Paying yourself in your business is very important. Yes, thank you so much, Nuruddin. Nuruddin, thank you so much. You really kept the chat active, and I'm so grateful. Sahid, thank you as well. Thanks for that commitment. A good point. Reconciling all can be achieved using proper records. Yes, proper financial records is very important. Um, Yes, provide your accounts in your new venture. Yes, very important. You need to maintain a very straight account so that you can be able to know how your business is doing. How can you structure your business to a well standard? Yes, thank you very much for this important question. So structuring your business has different angles. Number one has to do with your legal structures. So the legal structure of your business requires that your business is registered with all the relevant authorities. Number one, you have a CAC registration. Number two, you are able to file your annual returns with the CAC so that your CAC registration status remains active and you are able to have your tax clearance. Number two ways to structure your business is in your business finances. Do not mix your personal finance with your business finance. Have a dedicated bank account for your business. Let every business transaction go through the business bank account so that at the end of the month you can do your financial reconciliation from your business account to see how much came into your business and how much went into your business. Even if you do cash transactions in your business, make sure that you pay it into your business. Then when you do your reconciliation at the end of the month, then you can now pay yourself, pay every other person that needs to be paid in your business. Do you see? So that's very important. Do not mix your personal finance with your business finance. Keep clean records, sales records, distribution records, debtors records, expenditure records. That's another important way to structure your business. Now, another way to structure your business is having standard operating procedures. Especially if you are into manufacturing, you have to document your process. You have to have standard measurements so that today somebody will not buy your product and then it's too salty. Tomorrow it is too peppery. Next tomorrow it is too this. You want to have a standard. You understand? You need to have a standard in the quality of your product. So you need to have a clear process that this is my production process from here, from raw materials to this. When I want to sun it, this is how many days I do it. Then I soak it. This is how many days I soak it. Then I select it. Then I package it. You understand? This is the kind of quality of material I will use for my packaging and all that. This is my label. Having labels and all that, branding, very important. That's also another way to structure your business. Another way to structure your business is in your staffing, in your team. You understand? Everyone should have a job description in your business, including you, as the CEO. Especially if you have a staff in your business, um you should have a proper structure that guides your way of operation. For every business, you should have a business profile, that states provides the details of your business vision, your business mission, your business address, your dedicated email address. Don't use your personal email address for your business. Creating a Gmail account is very, very easy. Creating a Gmail account is very, very easy. Maybe I would do a video on it and I'll post it on the WhatsApp group so that if you do not have a dedicated email account for your business, you will create it before the end of this week. Okay? If you do not have a dedicated account for your business, email account, create it so that when you are engaging with your customers, you are engaging with them through your dedicated email address of your business. If you have a website, beautiful. That's also another beautiful structure. So these are some simple ways to structure your business, but the major structuring is in your legal structure, in your operations, your standard operating procedures, and in your finances. If you are a bigger business, then you can start looking at your human resource structure, you can look at your distribution channels, you can look at your inventory management, how you manage and record every inventory that you have in your business. Okay, so that I hope that helps you. If you have a follow-up question, please drop it. Sahid says, I would have preferred the method you use for the training. What kind of a spender are you? Oh, okay. So you, oh, okay. What kind of a spender are you? You mean a pre-recorded section? Okay, no, we for this is not a pre-recorded section. This is a live section. Because the that was a world streams blueprint that was divided into modules. This is not divided into modules, but we have the hope that we would eventually divide it into modules for subsequent cohorts. So that, but we also want to manage it over a period of time. Okay, so the next part will definitely be in modules. But for this one, you know, I hope that you've been able to get value anyways. I feel like maybe for some of you it is a lot, but I also think I would also love to hear from you if you got value. Boonsy Tech learned a whole lot already. Thank you so much. Thank you, Boonsy Tech. Thank you so much for that. So, any more questions, any more comments before we call it a night? It's been 2 hours, 30 minutes, an amazing 2 hours, 30 minutes with you. I enjoyed myself and I hope that you enjoyed yourself as well. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so now to the we had said that there is a 120,000 grant on the table for the participants of this program. So how it's going to be is this: you are going to pitch your business um, on you are going to pitch your business on my social media, on my Facebook profile, right? You are going to pitch your business on my Facebook profile. You would tag me to it. I would accept it on my profile. Then you would engage. Then people would vote on it because I want it to be like let the people be the ones to vote on it. People will vote on it, and then we'll see who wins. Because I don't have any basis for selection, and I don't want to come up with basis for selection. So pitch your business, tell us about your vision, your mission. You are basically going to use your business tree, right? The business you're solving, your solution, and all that. I'm going to provide a template for it. The template I'm going to share for your business tree, that's what you're going to utilize, right? And then you would pitch your business on Facebook. Okay, so that's a way of also creating publicity for your business. We will engage on it, and then the business, depending on the votes and all that on the social media, then we'll select the best three. So three candidates are going to win. The first is going to get 50,000, the second will get 40,000, and then the third will get 30,000 to start the business. So I think by now you should already start drawing your business tree. Let me quickly share my screen and show you. I had something around the business tree, which I'm still going to share with you in the group. Okay.
I don't think it's handy here. I don't have it handy here. Let me see. Okay, let me see. I don't have it handy here, but I'm still going to share. If you can see my screen, this is like what I'm talking about, the business tree. So you have the business tree like this. Your product, so your product, you're going to specifically say what your product is, your sales, your selling and mechanisms, how you are selling your product, how much you're selling it, your process, your operations, your people. Your tree is going to have the roots, talking about the problem that you are solving and all that. So, but I'm going to provide you a template with which you are going to complete these things and drop it on Facebook. Okay. So on the WhatsApp group, I am going to provide you all the necessary details, and then the business that wins will be announced on social media, maybe on my Facebook page as well as on the maybe on the WhatsApp group as well, and then we will take it on from there. Okay. So before we go, I just want to inform you quickly, the cohort 2 of the grant advantage is happening in November. Please and please, we are going to be focusing on how to raise funding for your business. And after that, we would be signed up into a support community for 1 month, where you are going to be practically supported to apply for grant opportunities. Grant opportunities will be shared with you there and all that, and you will have opportunity to apply for grant opportunities. And then in December, we are doing a family and friends fundraising competition. I'm going to put you through, guide you on a plan with which you will use to do your own fundraising from your friends and family. Our goal is that we want to be able to raise at least 10 million for businesses. Everybody will raise their own money from their own friends and families. We want to be able to raise at least 10 million naira to support businesses. So I would appreciate that you sign up. It is for your own good that you sign up, because it's going to be a 30 days program for the FFF um, program in December, from 1st to 31st of December, the FFF program. So we are going to be raising monies from our friends and family. And we are going to have a template. You are going to be taught how to pitch to them. We are going to be given pitch deck. The registration is going to come out within within the week. So you can also express your interest to Blessing. Blessing will show you how to sign up. The link for the sign up for the next grant advantage is already up and all that. The next business advantage course is going to be next year, although it's not going to be having the discounts that you have right now. So for friends and family, and that one is going to be in modules. So for friends and family that you think that this program is going to help, please get them to sign up, and let's keep building sustainable businesses. Okay, so I think that is it for tonight. Any question? Let me come back to look at the chat one last time to see if there are any questions, final questions in the chat. Any final questions? Any final questions? I'm trying to see the chat. Okay, no final questions in the chat. So let's call it a night here. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been an amazing time with you tonight. The replay is going to be available for you and you alone for a period of, I think, maybe 1 month. And after 1 month, the replay will no longer be available. So I wish you all the very best. And if you have any other question that I haven't responded to, please drop it in the WhatsApp group, and I will try as much as possible to respond to it for you. Okay? So thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your night. Bye for now.